Ah. Ah. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's 6:03. Okay, it looks like I have at least one viewer tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and start playing Return to What Remains of Edith Finch. And before I do tonight, I just wanted to review where we're at. This is Edith's journal. Edith's picture's in the top of the family tree. You could see her. She was born in 1999. So, um, and the family tree goes down to the trunk to her great grandfather Odin. We already heard his story. And these are all the people in her family. So her great grandfather was Odin, her great grandmother was Edie. We don't know what happened to Edie, but we've learned the story of several of Edie and Odin's children. We learned what happened to Walter, Calvin, Barbara, and Molly. And then Kay married Sam, who we haven't heard about yet, and they had 3 kids named Dawn, Gus, and Gregory. We haven't heard about those 3 kids yet. And then Edith Finch has 2 siblings herself. She has Milton and Lewis at the top of the tree, and we haven't heard their stories yet. So I'm going to return to where we left off from last week. And the last story in her family that we heard about was Walter, and it turned out Walter was one of her great uncles. And Walter was traumatized because something happened to his sister Barbara, and Walter hid and lived in the bomb shelter underneath the house for like over 30 years. People thought he disappeared, but he actually ended up getting hit by a train when he left the bomb shelter when he was really old. So we're going to go back and pick up the story.
I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
So what I really like
but now
about
I'm worried
this...
the stories themselves might be the problem.
What I really like about this story is that it's
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
Oh yeah, we saw this last time. I have to replay just a little bit of this. That's the memorial, the cross on the side of the train tracks. These are the train tracks that once carried the train that killed Walter when he came out of, when he was really old, like in his 70s. And he came out of the bomb shelter, which was in a corridor off of that train tunnel. He got hit by a train and died. And the family built a memorial for him next to the train tracks here. It's really dark. There's a train there. We saw this last time, I think. So it's nighttime now at the Finch household. I just want to remind you where this story takes place. It takes place on an island off of the state of Washington coast. And it's night now.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
I was going to say earlier, guys. Oh, and I'm wearing a Batman. My audio got unplugged for a second. I was trying to show off my Batman shirt, which is right here, this baby. But I like this game because it's really a story that's about family, isn't it? It's about a woman.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
She's kind of sad, and she's kind of reluctant to explore and learn more about her family, but through doing it, she learns a lot about her family. And this is who she is. This is the person that she's come to be from these people in her past life. Some of these people she knew, like her siblings and her parents, but her great-grandmother. But a lot of them died before she was born, but she's learning so much about them.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Here's a question for you guys. I will answer the question. She says, I think you should know about your family. She's talking. Do you see when you look down at Edie's belly? She looks like she's pregnant. She's going to have a baby. So she's learning all this. She's learning about her family because she wants to tell her baby the stories of all the family members that she knew and didn't know in her life, but that have shaped who she is.
A part of.
She's talking to her baby, who isn't born yet. Wow, what a beautiful night this is here. All the water rustling up against the shore. It's really cool. And there's the mainland, the coast of Washington in the distance. 'Cause I'm on an island right now, or Edie's on an island. There's the house up there. We've come down. We came through that old train system that used to service the island.
To be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Again, when she says, if you can read those words, though to be honest, I feel as lost as you do right now, she's talking to her baby. She's talking to her baby that's in her belly. That's who the you is that she's referring to. She's not talking to us, the watchers of the story, the viewers, or the player. She's talking to her baby.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Because when she says, I think the people in the stories believe them, for what it's worth, what she's talking about, guys, is that if you look at the family tree, some of these stories that she's learning about her family, they might not even be true. Like her great aunt Barbara, who supposedly got attacked by a man who came into the house, that could be totally made up. That was the comic book story from last week. That could be totally made up. So there are stories about her family, but they aren't necessarily true. In some cases, she doesn't know what really happened to these family members that died in the past. But the stories is part of what keeps the legacy of her family alive. Who they were, how they came to be, how they left this earth. Oh, maybe I shouldn't walk on this rickety bridge, given that she's pregnant. Get her off of here. It's really dark because it's night outside, okay? There's the stars. There's the house up there on the hillside. Eventually, we're going to hopefully get back up to the house. What's over here? Oh, these must be motion sensing lights. Looks like there's some lawn chairs over here, but it's so dark I can't see a thing, people. We've got so many more family members to learn about in her life tonight, and I'm hoping I can finish this story tonight, so I'm going to keep on moving. Take her up these stairs. We're going to go back up this hill slope. There's the beach down there with the cabana house and the sandy shoals. Oh, it's so dark out. Good thing there's stars out. Is that the moon over there? The moon's behind a tree. I can sort of see it. I could barely see anything. Oh, there's a gate up there. Let's go up these stairs and get back towards the house if we can.
Any of it seems possible.
When she says any of it seems possible, she's talking about all the stories that she's learning about her family. And they could be true, but she doesn't know. She has no idea. There's the garage. When the story began, Edith was coming to the house, and she entered through that garage to get into the house. There's some floodlights up there. There's some weird parts of the house we haven't been in yet. Like, the family built some strange add-ons, didn't they? Let's go up here.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
There's a bicycle and a picnic bench. A lantern.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Wow, it's a steep drop. We don't want her to fall off of there. Where do I go now? Oh, I see. There's a pathway down here. Oh, this is the cemetery.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this. Mine and two had been my fault.
Oh, guys. This is the pet cemetery. Remember Edith's great-grandmother? Her name was Edie. She had a whole bunch of bird cages in her room. Remember that from last week? Edith explored her great-grandmother Edie's bedroom. And look, here's the graves for all the little birds she had. One of them was a snake. Burpy, Chirpy, Furpy, Lurpy, Zerpy. I don't know which one was the snake that she had in a cage. And 1956 to 1969. You can tell there's a little dog symbol at the top. Daisy, I don't know what kind of animal Daisy was. Died a long time ago, 1991. Charlie. It looks like Charlie was a bird, too? I don't know. 2007. Tucker. We don't know anything about Tucker. Coco. I'm guessing a lot of these were dogs and cats, because those are usually what people have for pets, but I'm not really sure. There's more over here. Oh, Christopher was a fish. Someone had a fish for a pet that died and only lived for 5 years. There's a cat named Shadow, lived for 10 years. Bob, a dog, for 4 years. Oliver was a rabbit, I think. That looks like a rabbit. How long did Oliver live? 7 years? Chotzi, probably a dog too. That looks like a dog cemetery headstone. Oh, and then someone had a frog for a pet, maybe? I don't know. Is a dead frog buried here? Bailey, another dog, died in 1972. Oh, it lived for 13 years. My dog just turned 12 yesterday. That must be about the same age, I think, is the Richie dog, Minnie. I think Minnie and Mr. Biggs are about the same age. They're both about 12 years old, which makes them older than all of my nieces and nephews, actually. Those two dogs have outlived all of you guys so far. They're the oldest ones. Yeah, and so Edith said that she had 3 gerbils that were buried here. I don't know which... Oh my gosh, more tombstones. Oh, these ones are blank. I guess they're waiting for more animals to die before they put the names on there. So this is...
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Edie was our great-grandmother. See, I'll show you on here. See, down at the bottom of the family tree, there's Edie down there. She lived from 1917 to 2010, so she was 93 years old when she died. She had a nice, long, healthy life. And Edie built the cemetery here, so... What do we got here? Oh, there's Molly. We already heard Molly's story, right? Molly was a little girl who had an active imagination. She died in 1947. Calvin I don't think we've heard Calvin's story. Oh, yeah, we did. Calvin was the one who liked to pretend like he was an astronaut. Oh, he was only 11 years old. Sven and Edie. See? Edie's the great-grandmother. She died in 2010, but Sven died a long time ago, her husband. She was married to Sven. He was the guy who did a lot of construction down there. Oh, this is such a beautiful island. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at that night sky. That beautiful... It's almost a full moon. It's waxing. Walter Finch. He lived for... Oh, we already know Walter's story. Walter was the guy who was living in the bomb shelter underneath the house, and no one knew he was living there for 30 years, right? So Walter was buried here. When he was really old, he left the bomb shelter, and he got hit by that train. Barbara, we know Barbara. She was the one who carried the crutch, right? She liked to scream, and she had been a child star. And maybe she got attacked by someone, but I think that's just a made-up story, actually. I don't think it's real. And then what do we got over here? We already went this way. That's the pet cemetery. I meant to go this way, up on the hill.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
What did Edie build up here? Oh, remember, guys, the story about Odin? Odin was the man who came over from Sweden, I think it was, and he brought his house over on a boat. And then when they got the house over, the house sunk in the water. And so I guess Edie, that Odin was Edie's father. And this is a monument that shows Odin standing on his sinking house. I guess that means when it happened like 100 years ago. And that's the two of them staring at the house as it sinks.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Look, there's the old house they brought over like 100 years ago. Part of it is sticking out of the water way over there. See it? There's a light blinking on it. Probably there's a red light because when it's really foggy, they don't want ships to crash into the buried house. Huh. Very cool. Let's get on here and look at the telescope. Oh wait, I want to look in there again. It's really blurry. I wish there was some way to make it focus. I can barely see anything. Oh,
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Wow, look at that house. Yeah, it's totally broken apart. It's missing a roof and everything. So I guess the boat hit a bunch of rocks when they were bringing the house to the shore, and then the boat sunk with the house on it. And there it sits in the ocean. Okay. Where to go now? I don't want to stand. I don't want to fall off a cliff.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Oh, here's another part of the cemetery. We haven't been in this part. Oh, there's where Sam was buried.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
So, Edith's mom, I'll show you. Edith's mom, her mom's name was Dawn. And we haven't got Dawn's story yet, but Dawn was married to Sam. Sam is the only brother whose story we haven't known yet. Sam was a military veteran. Sam was buried here. Remember, Sam had a twin brother? See, there's Sam on the family tree. His twin brother's name was Calvin. And Sam had Gus and Gregory. And Gus and Gregory would be Edie's uncles. Her two uncles that were the brothers of her mother. We don't know their stories yet. It's a nice lookout.
She lost two of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Yeah. Edith lost 2 brothers, and her mom lost 2 brothers, too. Louis Finch, and what does it say? Sanjay Kumar. Oh, I think that, who is that? Who's Sanjay? I don't remember who that is. What is that? Is that a little bell on top of the headstone? Oh no, it's a tea kettle. Looks like a tea kettle, maybe.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
And Milton was her brother, Edie's brother who went missing. See, if you look at the family tree, do you see Edie at the top? She had 2 brothers, Milton and Louis. All right.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Well, we're certainly learning a lot about Edith's family. There's no doubt about that, folks. It's so dark. I want to get back somewhere where there's light. Oh, this is that deck they have up there with the toys and stuff on the table. Remember the flashback when her great aunt Molly?
But looking back on it now,
this is so cool. What a neat treehouse platform they have up here. So awesome. Wouldn't that be fun to go up and have like dinner or something up in a treehouse platform?
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh yeah, Edith is now climbing on a tree branch to get over to the roof of the house. But she's 22 weeks pregnant. How many months is that? 22 weeks. There's 4 weeks in a month. That's a little over 5 months pregnant. 22 weeks. Okay. Okay, so now Edie's up on the roof. She's looking through some skylights in the garage. Those windows go down into the garage, I think. Okay. Let's get back in the house. Let's find something that opens.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Yeah, Sam was the war veteran. And one of Dawn was her mom, her mom's brothers, Sam. Sam was the one who had the twin brother who died when he was 11. Sam lived a lot longer. So we're going to go and see Sam's bedroom now.
They were both pretty intense.
Now, Sam was a hunter and a war veteran, and he was really into all that kind of manly stuff. Like, you know, like hunting and then taxidermy. There's a painting of Sam on a chunk of wood right there. See? That's his army helmet. What is this? Pictures of Sam?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Whoa! What's going on? Now I'm holding a camera. You guys,
You're gonna have to shoot anything.
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
So now I'm playing as Sam, and I'm holding his camera. And I have to take
Shouldn't we be
pictures.
leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
I'm over here, Dad.
Where? Where?
What?
Oh, there's Dawn. That's Edith's mom, but when she was a little girl.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
What can I see with this camera? I guess I gotta control this camera, guys. Station wagon.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Yeah, language. Watch your mouth, girl.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the
Oh.
spirit.
That's
Okay,
Dawn again.
got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Okay, so now I guess Dawn's holding the camera, so now I'm playing as Dawn. And she's using her dad's camera. Her dad is Sam.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
What can I see with this camera? What can I take a picture of? Is there any wildlife? Oh, a bird. Take a picture of that bird. What else is there to see? Water. Are there any fish in the water? What's over there? Oh, it looks like a little platform with a little shrine on it. A lot of birds. I wonder if I could find a deer or something somewhere out there. Maybe I should look over to the left, guys.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh, her dad drunk too much coffee. Oh, I hear him peeing in the bushes, guys. Her dad's peeing in the bushes.
Nothing quite like peeing outside.
Oh gosh, that's her dad peeing. Let's take a picture of her.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I got a picture of her dad peeing. Pretty hilarious.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
That's pretty cool that she and her dad get to go camping by themselves, right? Just the two of them? Oh man, they caught
Last
some
time
fish.
I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
Calvin.
Your grandpa
Wait, let's see. Calvin. Oh yeah, Calvin was his twin brother. I keep forgetting.
Sven
his
taught
name.
us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Any more animals around
We
here?
found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Deer. It'd be cool if I could take a photo of a deer.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time.
Oh, there's that shrine again.
Give me a minute to check the map.
What's that? Oh, there's a picnic basket with a rifle and a book of poems. What else is there to take pictures of? What does that sign say? What does that sign say over here? Hunting season.
What was it?
What is he talking about? The dad. I guess the dad's trying to find a route where they might be able to go find a deer. Go hunt for a deer.
Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
I'm looking for something interesting. What else is there to take photos of? How about the thermos? I was looking for like a deer or something, but I don't see any anywhere. Something interesting, something interesting. He wants me to take a photo of something interesting. What else is there? Oh!
Good eyes, Don.
I found a deer.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Okay, so now I'm Sam again, guys. Now Sam's gonna take a picture of Dawn.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination.
Oh, he's teaching her how to hunt. She's got a scope on her rifle and everything. Is she gonna shoot that deer?
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you...
Oh.
Great shot, Don!
Oh, okay. There's the dad holding the camera. Oh, he made his daughter kill that animal. Hi Tatum, how you doing? Good to see you. We're just getting to the part of the story. I'll show you real quick. We're learning the story about Sam right now. We learned about all the family members who have pictures, and right now we're learning about Sam, who was the father of Dawn, and Dawn is Edith's mom. So right now, this story is about when Sam takes Dawn, that's Edith's mom, Dawn, when she was a little girl, and she's crying because he made her shoot a deer and she didn't like it.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, now I'm controlling Sam and making him walk up the hill.
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Okay, I gotta make Sam go up the hill, guys. This is the story that we're learning about Sam, Dawn's father.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh! Oh. Okay. So we just learned the story, guys, about how Dawn's father died. He got knocked off a cliff by a deer.
Of all these
that they shot.
stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh, so Edith's mom never told her what happened to her dad. He got knocked off a mountain by a deer. Wow. All right, so we have a lot more family members to go through and learn about. But she's really developing a close relationship with these family members, even though they've all passed away. She's learning a lot about them. So this is Sam's bedroom that we're in right now. There's the photo of Sam getting knocked off the cliff with the timer on the camera. There he is with Dawn when they were younger. Or no, that's not Sam. That must be his wife.
Sam spent his
Sanjay.
life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
He really liked to hunt, that's for sure. Let's look around this bear. Wow, what has he got in this cabinet? Oh, he got a lot of medals, I guess, when he was a war veteran. Maybe he served in Vietnam, or I'm not quite sure. We're just looking around his room. He had a camera. He had a photography passion.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
There's Sam's bed. We're just looking around his room in the house, guys, seeing what kind of stuff he had. He really liked taxidermy. He liked stuffing animals. Put them all around. It's really dark in his room. I can't see a darn thing. Is there a light switch somewhere? Can we turn on a light? Come on, give me... Can I turn on the light switch here? No, didn't do anything. Okay, well, I think I saw... There's a light switch out on the porch. Edith is already out on the porch, though. That's the only light that I could find. It's a floodlight. I hate those floodlights. Look at all the bugs flying around them. Because they attract so many bugs. Then the bugs fly into the light, they get burned, and they die, and they fall on the ground. You step on them in your bare feet. I don't like that. Well, here's a door. Let's find out where this goes. It looks like he had a, what is that? It looks like a, what do you call it, guys? That radio, a ham radio. Looks like a ham radio. An American flag, a fan, a thermos. Let's find out where this door goes. Okay, now she's wandering around in part of the attic. These are the boards of the house. There's ducting for the air conditioning system. Oh, there's ready-to-eat ration meals in here.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
So again, Edith's mom's name is Dawn, and Edith's great-grandmother's name is Edie. That's who she's talking about. This looks like a like one of those baby or those animal gates. Oh wait, gotta open that. Okay, so now we're in another room, guys, and there's 3 names on the wall. There's Dawn. That's Edith's mom. Her name was Dawn, but there's no mattress on there because Dawn grew up. And then these are Dawn's 2 siblings. She had a brother named Gus and a brother named Gregory, right? Because if you look at the family tree, see in the family tree right there, there's Dawn on the left. You see the name Dawn, D-A-W-N. And her brothers Gus and Gregory. So I guess we're going to learn about Gus and Gregory now. We'll learn about Gregory first. Corey Dawn. Ha ha ha. Yeah. That's true. That is my name, although I don't go by Gregory too much. Usually go by Greg. It looks like Gregory died when he was a little baby, which is really sad, but...
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone?
Aww.
Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm playing as Gregory, a little baby now.
He saw things the rest of us don't.
What am I supposed to do here? Okay, I'm a baby in a bathtub, guys. Oh, when I move the little toy frog in the bathtub, music plays. Oh, I can move the little rubber ducky. Oh, his toys in the bathtub are coming alive. Oh, I can control the frog now.
It's over, Gregory. It's time to...
Oh,
Hold on,
there's
sweetie.
Gregory's mom.
Hello?
Oh, look, all those little bath toys. Look at the little whale up there.
I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Oh, the little baby has an active imagination. Oh, I'm controlling that toy frog, guys. Oh, more toys.
I know how silly it sounds.
Whoa! Is that the soap? No,
But I'm
shampoo.
worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Whoa.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
So the dad called the mom.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Okay, there's no water in the bathtub. What am I supposed to do with this frog? The wind-up frog. Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa!
I wish he could have told us.
Uh-oh.
The world he saw.
Oh, guys. The bathtub is filling up with water and the mom is talking on the phone.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory.
Whoa, what happened
About
now?
everything.
Gregory's flying underwater, or swimming underwater. Oh, look, there's the letters of his name. G, R, G, R, O. It's not spelling in the right order, but it's okay. Oh, look, the bathtub turned into this
Now what
gigantic
happened
place, and he's like a
wasn't
frog
your
now.
fault.
Oh, there's all of his toys. They're greeting him.
I'm sure he's happy.
Oh.
And he'd want you to be happy.
I can't control it. I can't control it.
Good luck, Kay.
This is the
Love,
story. These are the memories about what happened to these people, the family members. So everyone in Edith's family has a story, and she's learning about them. And that was the story of baby Gregory. He was only 1 year old. But he passed away a long time before Edith. Edith was born in 1999, so Gregory passed away a long time ago. Yeah, and you can't do anything. You get to control a little bit of the backstories of these characters, but I can't prevent Gregory from drowning in the bathtub. It's
I
super
can't imagine
sad.
my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
And this is Edith's mom's other brother named Gus. He was born in 1969, and he lived to be 13. So let's find out
a
what
poem
happened to
for
Gus.
Gus.
who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
The wedding?
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Okay, you guys, so now I'm playing as Gus. Look, we're down on the beach area. This is someone's wedding. I don't know who's getting married. There's a bunch of people gathering over there, and I'm playing as Gus, and Gus is controlling the kite. Oh, he's picking up all the words with the kite. What does that say? So we're gonna find out what happened to Gus, guys.
Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
I don't know what's gonna happen to Gus. Gus is flying a kite at the wedding, and the kite, I can control the kite, but that's all I can really do.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Oh, so
Kiss the bride.
Gus's mom got remarried, married someone else, and Gus was upset. And he's at the new wedding for his new parent, and he was sad about that. It looks like the ceremony's already over. Now people are eating at the table over there, but Gus just keeps flying his kite. Wonder how high he can fly his kite. All I could do is move the kite, guys. Whoa, where can I take the kite to? Can I take it up to the house? Oh, there's an Indian totem up there. Whoa, there's words attached to the totem. I have no idea.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Gus. Ah, come on, Gus. Watch it. Watch it. He was 12. He was getting a smart little attitude, wasn't he? There's the tent. That's the party tent, I guess, where they had the dinner. So they wanted Gus to come down and get in the wedding photos, but he refused. All he wanted to do was fly his kite. Where am I supposed to fly his kite? All I could do is make it go back and forth. Oh, it's getting kind of caught here. Okay, maybe I should look for more words so the story can unfold. I hear thunder. I don't see lightning yet, but there is a storm brewing.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Whoa! Whoa, you guys, look. All the chairs down by the ceremony, they're all getting picked up by the kite.
Down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
They're talking about this tent over here, guys. This tent, everyone's partying in the tent, but Gus is just outside flying his kite. I don't know.
It sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Wow, his kite's picking up everything down on the beach. It's crazy. All the tables, the chairs, the plates, the lights, everything from the wedding ceremony got picked up by the kite.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
So what happened to Gus? Something happened to him at the wedding. And that's Gus's story. See, some of these are fanciful stories, so we know...
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh, she was going to be named after her uncle. So there's Edith's mom's name is Dawn. Now we know the story about Gus and the story about Gregory. And he didn't get electrocuted. It's like he got sucked up in the storm, I think. I think that's the story the family imagines. Whether or not it's true, that's what they imagine happened. So we've now looked at the childhood bedroom of Gregory, Dawn, and Gus, who all slept in here. Oh, sympathy cards. Looks like Gus had a... Look, he put his skateboard up there above the bed. That's kind of cute. What's over here? Oh, look, they kept a board, guys, and they wrote down... I did see lightning, too, but it's really unclear. A lot of these family members, it's not clear really what happened to them, and if it's just an imagined story or a real story. But look, this is cute, guys. This is a board that the kids had in their bedroom, and they each had duties. Dawn's duties are to sweep and do the trash. Gus has to mop and mow the yard, and Greg has to be a baby. Because he was only one. He was really tiny. And they're keeping track of like their exercises. Look, crunches, push-ups, jumping jacks, jump rope, and then they would run to the mailbox and back. I guess that was part of their exercise because the mailbox is probably really far away. Okay, so this is their bedroom. We're just looking around their bedroom, guys. I wish some of these light switches work because it's really dark. Emergency evacuation plan. That must be to get out of the house. House rules. No playing outside with permission. No answering door to strangers. No messes after dark. All chores be done before dark. And then respect others. And then, of course, the door is sealed shut. Because, remember Great-Grandma Edie? She sealed all the doors shut because she's so sad about all the family members. So, oh, look, the kids had a climbing wall in their bedroom. You guys know what a climbing wall is, right? These little...
My mom moved up to the loft
notches.
after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
So her mom, when her brothers died, her mom moved up into this part of the bedroom. It's like a secret part of the bedroom, I guess. Oh, yeah. So her mom was Edith's mom was living up in this special part. See, there's her original bed down there. It doesn't have a mattress on it. Instead, she moved it up here. So she didn't have to be down there in their absence. Because it made her sad, probably. She has a cross there. It looks like... That looks like her driver's license. It says Orcas Island High School when she's a senior. She's got some post-its there, too. And then she painted her name there, D-A-W-N, on the wall. So this is, I guess, the space she slept when she was a teenager, before she was an adult and moved out of the house. And says, fly to India. Dawn and Sanjay. Oh, so that must be Edith's dad. Edith's dad's name was Sanjay. He's Indian, I think.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Oh, Sanjay. Sorry, I said it wrong, guys. It's pronounced Sanjay, not Sanjay. Sanjay. Calcutta. Well, there's a map of India. And I am so bad with geography, guys. I don't even know where Calcutta is on this map. I have no idea. I feel like an idiot. Bad geography. So her mom met her dad when her mom traveled all the way to India. And there's a telephone. I guess they wired... Her dad, Sam, was nice enough to wire a telephone up here. Those are pictures of... That must be pictures of when she went to Calcutta and she did all that work for, I guess, like, what Greenpeace or Project Open Hand or something? Doesn't say. She's probably doing volunteer work there. Oh, let's look. What's this? This is her vanity?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
What is What's she got here? Oh, rosary, a Bible. There's a picture of, Dawn kept a picture of, that must be Edith on the left there. And one of her brothers, I don't know which one. And another brother. Okay. What do I do now? Where do I go now? Can I turn that computer on? Man, that is a really old computer, guys. That's like from 1985. That is a super old computer. Oh, there's a
My
glass.
mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh, so her mom had a deck out of her bedroom up on top of the roof. Oh my gosh, guys, this house is crazy, isn't it? Seriously. This is so dangerous. I mean, look at Edith is pregnant with a baby. She shouldn't even be walking up here on these boards. I'm not going to take her near the edge, but I mean, seriously. And it's so dark. It's a crazy house. Oh, this is all the extra stuff they built onto the house. We're up on top
When
of the
my
roof.
dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Ah, so Edith and her mom moved back into this house after Edith's dad died.
And to see kids in the house again.
So I guess Edith was growing some vegetables, but they're all brown. They look dead. She was trying to start tomatoes, probably. Those look like tomato trellises. Could be something else, another creeper. I don't know. And this is Milton. So who's Milton? So Milton was one of Edith's brothers. If you look at the top of the tree, Milton and Lewis. Edith had two brothers. So Milton was doing something in here. I don't know. Looks like he was building a sculpture out of pots. And then her other brother, Lewis, was growing, that says mint, thyme, sage, and basil. And then Dawn, you know, Edith's mom. I don't know what she was growing, but it's all dead. This is weird, guys. This is the part of the house. Okay, look at this. We're up on the roof of the house, right? See, look, the roof of the house. And then someone built all these crazy structures on top of the roof. So just had to show you. There's like cat food containers, right?
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Wow, look at that gorgeous ocean out there, guys. So I guess Edith was living up here with her mom for a while, way up on top of the roof. Before
And
she
for a
moved.
while, things were good. Almost normal.
I guess Edith and her brothers, they were homeschooled. Because look, Dawn, their mom, she set up a whole like school on top of the roof. They've got like all kinds of learning materials here. Maybe that's a cage that held one of Edith's gerbils that died. Look, they've got Post-its. Barbara, Gus, Molly, Sam. Oh, these are all of her relatives, her great aunts and great uncles and grandparents and stuff. Pretty cool. What's this? Multiplication tables, never stop learning. Except these are good lessons right here, right? Analyze objectively, never stop learning, assume nothing. That's a good one. Everyone should follow that one. Assume nothing. Respect criticism, as long as it's constructive criticism. There's no reason to be cruel, right? Ask tough questions. These are all things you guys can like take away and do it when you're going to school too. Or maybe not going to school, but at home still learning. Whatever the situation is. Edith, Lewis, and Milton. Oh yeah, Dawn was like the teacher for all three of her kids. Look, they each had a little shelf
But it
there.
didn't last.
Scientific method. Observation, number 1. 2, question. 3, research. 4, hypothesis. 5, experiment. 6, data. 7, conclusion. Alright. I'm just trying to learn and see what kind of... Oh, Dawn wrote a book. To teach and to learn. 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. And there's a photo of Edith's family. So we see her dog... Or no, not her... There's no dog in that photo. What am I talking about? Which one is Edith? Oh, I think Edith's the little baby. And her mom and her dad and her 2 brothers. I think that she's the baby. I think she's the youngest one. I'm not sure. Just checking this out. And then someone made a board here. Oh, look, they did one of those family boards, guys. Remember Odin Finch? He was the one who brought the whole family over from Norway. So, This is a board that talks about their family's life, history, the curse. Remember, Edith said that she thought that her family had a curse because everyone keeps dying. Wow, look at the woods. This house is just surrounded by trees and nature everywhere. It's beautiful. Kind of creepy though, because it's so removed from everything.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Okay, now we're going to learn about Milton, guys. Milton was one of Edith's two brothers. And why they built this thing way up on top of the roof, it seems highly unsafe to me. But, you know, that's the way this family rolled, I guess. I mean, look at this. We're on top of the roof. If I go over this little fence and just roll right down into the ocean, I would never like want to live on top of the roof of a house like this. No way. What is this? Oh, it's like a little... Oh, it's like a little... What is it made out of? Is it made out of wood? Oh, the door is sealed shut, guys.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Paintings. So now we're going to learn about Edith's brother Milton, what happened to him. She said he disappeared. Oh, I can open that window. What's back here, though? Let's go check what's back here. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't think I'm going to finish this game tonight. I was hoping I was going to get through all the family stories. Well, let's keep going here. Wow, this is so cool. So Milton, this is Milton's bedroom. His great-grandmother built this, like, castle.
I think Edie was happy to finally
bedroom.
have another painter in the family.
Oh, wow, Milton was really creative. Look at this model he built, guys. Looks like a little city with a park and everything. Oh, look, he was into architecture, apparently. Yeah, these are all drawings, so I love this kind of stuff. I'm totally into architecture and design of interiors and stuff. Very cool. But he did other kinds of art too. So it's almost like this is a rocket ship. Oh, let's go with this ladder. That was so cool that his family built that for him. And there's another piece of wood with a painting of Milton on it. From 1992, her brother Milton. Oh yeah, he liked to paint here and stuff. What else is up here? Some illustrations he did. Wow, look at the cool view he has up here. This metal platform, and then you can look out into the ocean. Oh, and there's the sunken house out there in the water. Let's learn Milton's story.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Okay, what do I do with this? Oh, it's a flip book. Oh, look, he's drawing flip books. Looks like he's painting an arch. Is he painting a doorway? Oh my gosh, he painted a door? Oh, and then he walked inside the imaginary door. Is that what happened to Milton? Oh my gosh, guys. So the story with
when Milton disappeared.
So the story with Milton is what they think is he drew a door, walked into the door that he drew, and he never came back. Very interesting. Well, we sort of know what happened to Milton, but I mean, not really. Okay, let's go back down.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
I guess they never found Milton.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Okay, so now we know what happened to one of her brothers. Let's find out what happened to her other brother. There's the school that they learned in. We already went in there, right, guys? Already saw the school. Man, this is a rickety structure they built up on the roof here. Look at this. This stairway looks like it's gonna collapse, seriously. Looks so unsafe.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself.
Oh, Louis is her other brother. Okay, now we're walking up on top of the school, guys. The school that Dawn would teach Edith in when she was little is beneath us. And there's a platform.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Okay, I'm sorry, what's her brother's name again? Oh, Louis. Louis, he lived from 1988 to 2010. That means he was 22 years old when he died or disappeared. Let's look in the room. Louis's room.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Louis's room. Except Louis.
Okay. So we're gonna go look in Louis's room, her older brother. One of her two older brothers. Oh my gosh, guys, check this out. Louis, they put a boat on top of the house. This is an old boat, right? Glass window. And then they built stuff on top of the boat. That's insane. And so unsafe. Can I just say how unsafe it is? Whoa, those stairs are broken. I guess we're not... Oh. Oh my gosh, look. These stairs, if they weren't broken, they would go up even further. The house keeps climbing upwards. Okay, let's keep going, guys. I want to find out what happened to Louis. Wow, how high up are we? Oh my gosh. We're gonna open up the window on this boat. We're gonna go inside. Gonna check out Louis's pad, his swinging bachelor pad. He was 22.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh. We could tell what Louis was into. There's some sitar music playing in here, and lots of marijuana stuff in here. Okay. And he has a hookah and a video game controller. Looks like he liked to play video games, Louis. But what is over here?
Louis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
That sounds like me when I play games. I die a lot too. I don't know what kind of game console that is. It looks like an old PlayStation 1. Can I open the fridge? It looks like that's a fridge, right? Can't open it. What did Louis have on his shelf here? Oh, that's his video game collection, I guess. Yeah, that's an old video game console, guys, because it's got disc-based games, right? Now it's all DLC and downloadable content. So weird. He had two monitors here and a keyboard, and it's really the back of a boat. We're looking out the back of a boat right into the wilderness. What does this say up here? San Juan Ale. Oh, he had a beer sign there. Okay. Louis Finch, locker contents. What happened to Louis?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Oh, so he works at the cannery.
His mind began to wander.
Wait, what's going on, guys? I'm controlling like a wizard over on the left-hand side. There's a wizard. So with my right controller, I have to chop the fish heads off for the cannery. And on the left, I have to control the wizard. There's a wizard in a room. Except I can't see where the wizard's supposed to go, and I have to keep moving the fish out of the way. Where does the wizard go? I'm trying to
I
move.
asked him to describe it.
If I don't keep the
He
fish
said
going.
he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
This is really hard, guys, because I have to control the fish with my right hand, and I have to move the little wizard with my left hand in the maze. And the fish, if they build up, I can't see. Oh, where do I take the wizard?
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
Oh, dead end. Ah! I can't see the fish are getting in the way. So Lewis is imagining things.
Bats. And toads.
Okay,
And
this is
things
really
that
hard.
have not names.
This is really hard.
He
If I
knew
don't
it was
keep...
all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
It's really hard to move both of these
I
and
had
do both
hoped
of these
he'd
things
find
at the same
himself.
time. So I gotta control that
But
wizard.
he found something more.
What's going on? I'm
I
controlling
worried
that
about
wizard.
him then,
So I guess Lewis, maybe he
daydreaming at the cannery.
lived too much in a fantasy life.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
I'm trying to move the wizard and the
Like
fish,
a whole
guys.
new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Okay, now Lewis is
He told me
escaping.
he'd made a new friend.
Lewis is escaping more and more into his fantasy world.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Okay, Lewis is going into his fantasy world, guys, and he's not doing such a good job, or it's harder and
songs
harder
for
for
them
him
to
to
play.
do his job because he's spending so much time in the fantasy world.
He talked about starting a band. But he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
It's really hard to make the little prince move and to also keep doing the fish.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
Wow, but he has such an active imagination, guys.
So he could do whatever he wished.
Look at all the interesting stuff happening in his imagination. He's a prince, he's got a marching band, all
He
the
held an
soldiers are
election for
saluting
mayor.
him. Oh, he's going to be mayor of his
And he
fantasy
won.
kingdom.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh my gosh, now I have to steer a ship through Lewis Topia, his
He'd
fantasy
conquer a
world that he
city, then
created in his
immediately
mind.
push on.
This is really hard.
New Louisville.
Oh, he created a city called New Louisville, okay.
St.
How-
Louis.
How does he keep doing his job and live in the
He
fantasy
started
world?
drifting
It's
away
really
from
hard.
our reality.
Uh-oh. I'm trying to steer that ship, guys, in case you're wondering. It's really hard.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
One day he forgot to go
Even
home
as
from
his
the
mother
cannery.
pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Oh my gosh, these fish! I'm so sick of chopping heads off of fish.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
What, a handsome queen or a beautiful prince? A beautiful prince. He heard about a beautiful. I'm gonna
prince.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting dizzy from all the fish.
The prince was on his own quest for...
What was the prince looking for? Sinister serpents or rainbows? I'm gonna say rainbows. I get to choose a story. I like choosing some of the story elements. That's kind of cool. But the fish keep getting in the way. Oh my gosh! This is really...
He followed the sound
Ah!
of
I'm having a hard time getting the ship through all the rainbows. Still getting the fish heads. Okay, he followed the sound of his... I'm gonna say he followed the sound of a silver harp.
Silver harp.
Okay. Oh my gosh, these fish! Oh, this is getting me dizzy.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh my gosh, guys, I can't even see the board anymore. I still gotta chop
He
the
knew
fish
the
heads
world
off.
was all in his imagination.
Ah, there's too many fish! There's too many fish! I can't control the prince with all the fish. Ah, this is really hard to control the prince and all the fish.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Wow, guys, he's totally in the fantasy world, right? So this is sad. This is
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
What happened? Okay, now I'm Lewis again, you guys. I'm not a prince. I'm in, where am I? It looks like I'm in a storage area, a locker room space. This is where Lewis works at the cannery, guys. He's 22 years old, and he chops heads of fish off all day, and then he imagines
Began to forget the world we know.
Oh, there's his locker. Oh, he has a handheld gaming system and psychedelic posters and lots of crazy blacklight images. What's going on?
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Oh, he's in the cannery with all the fish. Processing all the fish. Man, can you imagine how bad it must stink to work in a cannery
He began
with
to
all those
despise
fish?
the man with a royal contempt.
Who is that guy? Oh, that's Lewis, I think. Is that Lewis? What am I supposed to do? I thought I was Lewis, but that's Lewis working at the table right there. He's not even moving anything. Look, he's just moving his hand and nothing's actually happening.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
This is Lewis's imagination. He's gone over the deep end. I mean, it's a beautiful world that he's living in his head, but he's gone a little too far. Well, in his imagination... Oh, look, there's a gigantic cat. It's Molly. Hey, that's his sister Molly. Or not his sister cat there. Who else is in the crowd? Any other surprises? I like the cat.
His prince waiting, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Wow, this is a really beautiful fantasy world that he's in, though, I will say that.
Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh, okay. So, what happened to Edith's other brother was he wasn't paying attention at work anymore. He got really bored with his job, and he was living in a fantasy world.
My brother was for met him.
And she loved him a lot. He had some problems, you know. It doesn't matter that he had problems, you know, they probably tried to help him, but she still loved him. That's what matters. And she has a lot of memories of him.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Okay, so now we know what happened to both of her brothers. One, I think, sadly died at the cannery, and the other brother just disappeared. Actually, we don't know, do we?
My mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
So her mom, Dawn, said, hey, you know what? Both of your brothers, they've passed away, and we need to leave this house. Let's go down here. Oh, that staircase is broken. Well, we can't go there. We can only go up.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
You guys, I think I'm going to get through all the family's stories.
I wish we'd stayed.
So, is this where Edith lived? Then? Is this Edith's space?
But I understand why we left.
Oh yeah, this is where Edith and Dawn, her mom, stayed. Before they left the house forever. And Edith came back, like she is now in the story. See? Edith, Mom. There's magnets on the fridge that say Edith's name. So she was living with her mom in this space. But look, they packed everything up and left. There's nothing in the cabinets. All the drawers are empty. No lights on again. It's so dark up here. How high up in this house are we? This is crazy, you guys.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
What did she leave behind? Oh. Happy 90th birthday. Oh, you guys, that was their great-grandmother, Edie. Remember I said she lived to be 91? If you look at the family tree, she's way at the bottom. See, it says Edie's name down there? 1917 to 2010. That's Edie in the center of the bed right there. Okay, I guess we'll keep going up these stairs. I don't know how high up this house goes.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
There's Edith's name there, you guys. For those who can spell Edith. There's another little paper finch there in the window frame.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
The last night. So now we're going to learn about the night that Edith and her mom, Dawn, when they decided they had to leave the house forever. What's over there? Little figures? A little astronaut? A bunch of books. These people really love books. These are some color-coordinated books, if I ever did say so myself. I mean, look at that. All the spines have been wrapped in paper, like matching color paper. Who does that? Who does that? That's like OCD a little bit, you know? I think. What's that? There's a picture. Oh, there's another picture of Edith with her grandmother and her mom. Some little figures made out of paper, I guess. What else? Yeah, well, they made a lot of figures made out of paper here, huh? What is that, a book? What does it say? Science, the science of paper crafting. Okay, yeah. Where do we go here? Oh, there's Edith's bed. Man, she lived at the very top of the house, Edith did, didn't she?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
Edie's a great
To
grandmother.
our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
That's Edith on the left, you guys, with the pink plate. This is when she was a little girl. She's remembering the night she left the house. Okay, so now, you guys, I'm playing as Edith, but I'm playing as Edith in the past, when she was a little girl, the night she left the house. And I can't see anything, because it's pitch dark in this house again. There's a bookshelf. Where am I? Okay, I'm just going to go towards the light. Oh, this is the hallway in the house. We've been through here before. Remember, I was complaining about how this family, they like books way too much.
The power
There's
had been
too
shut
many
off
books.
that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
There's the cookie jar with the finches on it. I saw that earlier when I was downstairs before. That's the basement door. There's a music box here. That's Barbara's music box, right? We've already seen all
When
this.
my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh! Remember we saw the library before? We looked in the peephole. There's a secret entrance to the library. You can go past the books. I guess only Edith knows about it. She used to go in there when she was a little girl. Yeah, way too many books. But you know, they were a very educated family, I bet. Assuming they didn't just collect them and they actually read them. If they read all those books, I bet you they were pretty darn smart, collectively as a group.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch. Looks like a book that Edith wrote about her family.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, guys, I'm back down on the shore again. I don't know who I'm playing as. I can't be playing as Edith.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Oh, I'm playing as great-grandmother Edie. Yeah, this is a long time ago in 1999 when Edith was born. Not Edie the great-grandmother, but Edith the woman in the story.
There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Oh man, all the water pulled back.
It smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Huh. So remember when Edie, the great-grandmother, when she was a little girl, her father, Odin, was the one who came over.
I never thought I'd go back to it.
And their house sunk out in the waters of the bay?
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
So the night that Edith was born, Edie was younger, and there was a big earthquake, and all the water pulled away from the shore. And she was able to walk to the old house that sunk. Oh dear. I can't see anything, it's so foggy. Which way am I supposed to go? It's so foggy, all I can see is a little bit of a rock. I'm looking for some kind of light, anything to guide me. Oh, I can't see anything, guys. It's really, really foggy. Okay. This would be a great time for a strong wind or a breeze.
I started seeing things.
Okay. I can kind of see some of the ground. It's basically loose clay.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
That's in cursive. If you can't read cursive, you won't be able to translate, but
when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
It looks like a bed. An old iron wrought bed.
That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh, these were all items that were inside the house that they had on the boat. The house that sunk into the ocean. I get it.
Or maybe I came back to them.
So she hasn't seen these things in almost 90 years, guys, or 80 years or whatever. Since she was a little girl when her father came over from Norway.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but...
I broke it.
Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Oh, there she is on the porch. Bye, Grandma.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh, that's so super sad.
After that, we moved around a lot.
So after they left the house that night,
we both tried to make the best of it.
Died in her sleep.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone.
Aww.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
She's talking to her baby.
If we lived forever,
She's pregnant.
maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And
This is the end of the
appreciate how
story.
strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
You guys
I
know
hope you'll never see it.
You guys know what's gonna happen. Her baby's gonna be born.
I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now,
I'm trying to get out. I'm the baby now.
things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh my gosh, so Edith does die. Oh, it's so sad. But she has a kid, and the kid grows up, and hopefully the kid gets to learn all about his amazing family. Alright guys, so the game is over. That's the whole story. We learned all about Edith Finch's family. And I just want to say this is a really beautiful story, and I'm glad that we got to share it together. It's about family, it's about love, it's about history, the bonds that unite people across many generations, even if they die and have to go on to another place. And the ending is really uplifting, right? Because here's Edith's son is born, and he gets to go back and visit his mother's grave, and he knows that there's a very long history of his family that he can rely upon. And even if they aren't with him, including his mom, he's got so much rich history to dig into. See, these are all the family members. There's Milton, that was Edith's brother. There is... I don't know who... Oh, these are people who designed the game. Now we're seeing people who designed the game, guys. But we're also seeing stuff that the family owned. We're going down through the levels of the house now. This is the very end of the game. But I wanted to say thanks for joining me on this game. This is the very, very end of the story. And it's been an interesting journey to share. I really like this story. I played it a couple of years ago. This is the second time I've gone through this story here. But yeah, pretty cool, right? I'm going to stick around till the end goes through. See, there's all the other family members' names. Gus, Don, and Gregory. Remember, Don was Edith's mom and the two brothers. There's some of the toys that baby Gregory had in the bathtub. There's the climbing rocks from Dawn's bedroom that she had up above after her brothers passed away. There's baby Gregory's bathtub toys. That's the mask that the monster wore. Remember the great aunt Barbara? Barbara, the one who supposedly in the comic book she got stalked by a man with a hook for a hand. That mask up there, that's Barbara's crutch, great aunt Barbara's crutch. But that mask was from the movie that she starred in when she was a child star. And that's Sam's rockets, because Sam was really into outer space and rockets and stuff. And so those are some of his toys when he was a little boy. He died when he was 8. These are who had the masks? I can't remember who had the masks. Was it Uncle Walter? I don't know. There's so many people in the family. And, oh yeah, Uncle Walter, the cans of peach on the left-hand side, that was from Uncle Walter, who lived underneath the house in the bomb shelter, remember? He had all the canned goods down there, and he lived till he was really old underneath the house, and no one knew he was under the boards. And this is Great-Grandma Edie's bird cages. What else have we seen here? Man, look at all the people who worked on this game. So cool. But yeah, I hope you guys like the story. There's a viewfinder on the right. Remember in part of the story, one of the characters held up a viewfinder to look at the images? I can't remember that. There's the music box. That was that Molly's music box, I think? I can't remember now. A whole bunch of cleaning supplies. That's the Chinese food they had the last night that Edith was in the house with her mom and her great-grandmother. There's the memorial card on the refrigerator for Louis Finch. See, there's a picture of Dawn, Edith, Edie, and Louis on the left. See, if you look in the bottom left corner, Dawn, Edith, Edie, and Louis. Okay, that's it. That's the whole story. We've unlocked all the family stories in the whole family tree. And so I'm going to say goodnight and say thanks for joining me. And I'll try and find some more interesting, cool games like this. Oh, sorry I couldn't talk to the Richies the other night. I had to go to the bathroom right after I was done streaming, and so I couldn't take the call. But if you guys ever want to talk about one of these games after I'm done playing, you can always call me anytime, whether that's Jasmine and Jade or Tatum or the Richie boys or whoever else is watching. Give me a ring and we'll go talk about the game or whatever, the story. All right, I'm going to say goodnight. Auf Wiedersehen. Adios. Bye-bye.